Welcome back to Emily's Metaphysical Corner. Today's episode will be the second of 3 episodes in the series about astrology. Today we will talk about moon and rising signs. Now you may be saying, I thought there was only the sun signs. I know it may be shocking to learn that there is more to your birth chart, but you must remember that we are complex beings with multiple pieces that make up our personalities. Sun sign represents your core individuality, but have you thought about your emotional life or how people see you when they first meet you and what you present to them? Well, those are your moon and rising signs. They are calculated by the exact time and place you were born. The moon represents your emotional life and emotional responses. The moon's influence is subtle, relating to personality beneath the surface. It is the response to stress and represents what is needed for comfort, nurture, your basic habits, and reactions. The moon energy is creative, sentient, and adaptable and can be protective or moody and irrational, but how that energy expresses itself is dependent on the sign placement of the moon. The phase of the moon you were born under also has some influence. If you were born under a new moon phase, it suggests that you are a self-starter who wants to shine their light on the world. If you were born under a waxing crescent phase, suggests that you are learning independence and letting go of old patterns. If you are born under a first quarter phase, suggests that you are someone who likes to take action and thrive on change. If you are born under a waxing gibbous phase, suggests that you are someone who has a thirst to receive knowledge in the search for truth. If you are born under a full moon phase, suggests that you have the intense light of the sun shining on your feelings, so they are often impulsive and instinctual. If you are born under a waning gibbous phase, you are someone who loves to share their knowledge and wisdom with the world. If you are born under the last quarter phase, you are someone who feels somewhat out of step with the world and needs to develop a relationship with their intuitive self. The final phase is waning crescent, and if you were born under this phase, you are deeply sensitive and intuitive. But we can't talk about moon signs without talking about rising signs. The rising sign, as we talked about earlier, represents the part of you that you present to the world. It's the outer layer and reveals itself as a sort of mask or persona. The rising sign also reveals much about a person's birth and early childhood, and as such, the rising can sometimes be a defense mechanism in early life and in challenging situations. However, we tend to grow into our rising signs and live it more proactively as we age. There are specific characteristics for different signs. Note that rising should not be considered defining characteristics. If you are an Aries rising, you are active and straightforward. Aries rising are quick of movement and oriented towards sports and competitive activities. They are usually seen as pioneers and leaders, though they have difficulty finishing when they start. If you are a Taurus rising, you are steady and solid, immovable if others try to push you. They have a very soothing presence, which make them comfortable to be around unless you try to push them. They are, however, extremely loyal to the point where they see others almost as belonging to them. If you are a Gemini rising, you are highly social, but also have the most chaotic of the rising signs. They are endlessly curious and witty and a joy to be around in a social environment. Their attention spans are short, however, so expect them to flit to the next thing very quickly. If you are a Cancer rising, you are highly sensitive and a loving soul, the gentlest and most nurturing of people. They are shy and protective and have a tendency towards moodiness. Cancer rising feels everything around them, and they are best served learning ways to protect their energy. If you are a Leo rising, you are magnetic and light up any room when you enter, making an immediate impression. They are dramatic and demonstrative and love attention. Leo rising are big kids at heart and just want to be loved. If you are a Virgo rising, you are analytical and a warrior. People that are standing back and analyzing situations and are quite shy. They can come across as reserved and standoffish, but they warm up to you as you get to know them. Once you do get to know them, you will find that their natural desire to help others makes them a loyal friend. If you are a Libra rising, you are very pleasant and charming to be around. They dislike conflict, so they are always seeking to meditate and play nice. People are attracted to Libra rising individuals. They like to have relationships with others because they tend to see themselves through others' eyes and find it hard to be alone. If you are a Scorpio rising, you are magnetic, intimidating, and intense. They are very private and even secretive about their inner life, which creates a mystique around them. They dig deep into everything and have penetrative, investigative traits. If you are a Sagittarius rising, you are fun and freedom-loving. They have an air of enthusiasm and optimism about life that few other rising signs have. They are adventurers and always seek experiences that will enhance their lives. If you are a Capricorn rising, you are ambitious, serious, and work-oriented. They do often have a dry sense of humor with impeccable timing. Because of their serious demeanor, Capricorn rising can come across as quite cold emotionally, though they really aren't. If you are an Aquarius rising, you are quirky, curious, and more than a little rebellious. They are friendly and love a good intellectual meeting of the minds. They are often idealistic and future-oriented. If you are a Pisces rising, you are a dreamer, soft-hearted, and compassionate. They are imaginative and creative and one of the least grounded rising signs. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Emily's Metaphysical Corner. On the next episode, we will be talking about the planets. See you next time, Star Child.
For over 40 years, SCM
has been the voice of our town,
bringing us together through local programming,
education,
and live broadcasts.
SCM isn't just about television.
It's about empowering our community,
ensuring our voices are heard during government meetings,
and celebrating milestones
like our high school graduations.
But today, SCM faces a challenge.
Our funding structure is based on television subscriptions.
And it's no secret, people have been cutting the cord.
With a shift to internet-only subscriptions,
SCM receives less revenue,
even though all our programming is freely available online.
We need your support.
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 Your donation can make a difference.
It will ensure that SCM remains open,
continues to educate our youth,
and keeps our community informed.
Thanks to SCM, I've been honing my creative skills, helping me work towards my college degree.
SCM is crucial for keeping our community connected.
SCM isn't just here to broadcast local events. They're actually preserving Simsbury's history.
Join us.
Join us in preserving Simsbury's voice.
Simsbury's voice.
Together we can ensure that SCM continues to thrive
for generations to come.
Visit our website
or scan the QR code on your screen to make your donation.
Every contribution
counts.
Thank you for supporting Simsbury Community Media,
where your town,
your schools,
and your government
come together.